Welcome back, one and all, to Trails to Azure. I am the TheDarkSeraph. Last time, we had managed to track down where the two ladies of the Bracer Guild have gone missing at. They're in the wetlands. Hey dudes, you're with the SSS, right? That's sorry for keeping you waiting out in the rain. Thank you for preparing a boat for us, especially given the weather. Don't mention it, dude. All part of the job. Give me a fucking break. So, any of you dudes know how to operate this thing? Stop saying dude. It's actually getting frustrating. If not, I could always come with. I hadn't even thought about that. How hard can it be? It's probably not that different from driving a car. I would call the chief in my enigma if you would like. No, it's okay. I actually have a bit of experience conning boats. Conning? Is that what they call it? It figures Noel would know. Guess we should have guessed given how it has a steering wheel. Oh, knock it off. It's just another thing Commander Bales insisted I learn. So what are we going to do? It's time to board. Let me think. Basically, yeah, I've already done all my quests, so let's set off for the wetlands. He said dudes again. I really hope that's not a localization thing and it's just... Anyway, is... How very serendipitous. I can't help but cannot be reminded of the Schwarz auction. Perhaps they truly are tied by the string of fate. Be that as it may, Master Sal. What do you suppose awaits them on the southern banks of Lake Elm? That I could not say, but I shall trust in the intuition of our esteemed friend. It could be that demonized delinquent again, the snakes, or perhaps even the church itself. Whatever the case, there's nothing wrong with a shining light in the blind spot where you can. Indeed. Pardon me. What is it, Fan? Why are you distraught? I'm terribly sorry for interrupting, Master Sal. But we received an urgent report from one of our surveillance teams just moments ago. An urgent report. Explain. Spare no details. Something's going on with Hayue. The weather has cleared, just as the forecast predicted. Maybe Adios is trying to do us a solid. We'll need all the help we can get. There's no telling what's waiting for us there. Whatever it is, I'll take it over by trudging our way through the rain. Don't forget, though, there's a chance we could encounter another cryptid. Right. We're making our way into uncharted waters, so to speak. Anything could happen. Keep in mind, we don't know what we can count on. We're the lead search party. We need to work as quickly as possible to secure Lynn and Aeolia's safety. Depending on how things turn out, we may end up having to call the CGF for backup. Right. This is definitely a sticky situation. Let's keep hope the gals are alright. Hold on. Rapid surge and humidity detected. Everyone stay on guard. The fog is so dense. Where did it come from? The air seemed clear just a moment ago. What do we do, Lloyd? Reduce speed and approach with caution. Tio, can you sense the shore? I believe so. What did I tell you guys? Brace yourselves for landfall, everybody. Well, there's their boat. Look at all this. Indeed, another boat behind us must be one Lynn and Aeolia arrived in. This is bad. Things are out of control down here. And there's a lot of that plumeria grass. And a treasure chest. And another treasure chest. The Azure Wetlands. Oh, brother, please tell me that fog knocked us out and we're just in a bad dream. Honestly, it feels like something ripped straight out of a fairy tale. This is unbelievable. It's as the very composition of space here itself is in conflict with reality. How long has the plumeria grass been rampant in the wetlands? Could it be? Is this the place Johann was harvesting the key ingredient for Gnosis? Once again, your intuition never betrays you, Detective. You again. Yen, what are you doing here? Allow me to redirect that question back at you. I've been following the shadows of those snakes and their demonization of that gang's leader, as well as the blooming of this azure flora throughout the state and the cryptids' sudden emergence. That led me here, and ultimately, to all of you. Really? So basically, you decided this place was suspicious all on your own and decided to come check it out. Precisely. Though it would seem the circumstances that brought you here differ from mine, in some respects. Isn't that right? You could say that. I'll explain everything I can. Withholding information won't be good for either of us. We're looking for the Bracer girls. I see. So that boat belongs to the Bracers, then. How intriguing. This can only mean I'm getting close to the heart of the mystery. What mystery? He's referring to the Plemora grass that surfaced. The cryptids, too, for that matter. Let me guess. You've been trying to get to the bottom of what bodes for Crossbell in the grand scheme of things. Bright, aren't you? This, too, falls under my contract with Hayue. With that, I'll leave the Bracers to you and make my way ahead. Not so fast. How about you accompany us instead? Lloyd? You can't be serious. I had a feeling you were going to pull something like this. As did I. Come on, man. I know you're a softie, but you got to learn how to draw the line somewhere. As interesting as your proposition is, Bannings, you seem to be laboring under a gross misconception. Our reflective positions are no longer compatible, nor our interests in this case. Unlike that time at St. Ursula, cooperating with you would get me nowhere? Is that what you were going to say? Lynn and Aeolia have skills comparable to those of an A-rank Bracer. I saw it myself. When they join forces, I have no doubt that those two could rival even Arios. If the danger that awaits us was able to overwhelm them, do you actually believe that you can handle it by yourself? You know what? That's a really good point. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, you might even be able to get some information out of Lynn and Aeolia. Can't do that unless we find them. That's right. We should cooperate, if only for the sake of efficiency. I do believe that you're starting to take after your leader, aren't you, members of the SSS? Do you think so? Well, I'd be lying if I denied it. Not that we ever considered it. Why are you guys looking at me like that's my fault? All roads lead back to Lloyd, just one of his many charms. Very well, then. We shall work together once more, if you so desire. Know this, however, if the Divine Blade catches up with us, I will not hesitate to desert you. Will that be an issue? Not at all. With his backup, we'll be just fine. One problem, though. Moving around with a party of 7 is going to get tricky. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up having a little friendly fire every time the monsters attacked. Someone should stay behind if that's the case. We need someone to watch the boat. Not a bad idea. However, remains could also help bring the Divine Blade up to speed. Okay. Who's going to be on standby? We're going to put Wazzy on standby. And there is a map for this dungeon. That's, ooh, fishing. In a wetland like this, a dumpling might catch me a catfish. There's definitely something with the dumplings. Can we fuck off with that, please? What the hell is this? Give me a minute. Good God, that's just a wall of text. I want whatever's in here with these dumplings. Let's try the earthworms. I was trying to spam A there, see if I couldn't get it that way. The earthworm was a bit faster, if nothing else. A rain eater. Let's try the dumpling again. Spamming A did not seem to help. It was a bit faster that time, if nothing else. I know I'm wasting time, I don't care, I want whatever's in here. Got it! An adamantium turtle. An adamant turtle. Interesting. Can I use the Viking rod here? Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I don't have any bait compatible with it, even though that's not how fishing rods work. Okay. The fuck are you? Albatron, a land bird native to Crossbell. Okay. Surprise lunchbox. That wasn't very cash money of you, my god. Okay, they've got reflect up. But the deer I can attack. Shaped by the powers of another world, has the ability to reflect physical attacks. So yeah, and the higher elements are at play here, in case you couldn't figure that out. I didn't realize Cannon was only at level 2. Treasure! Ebony boots. You open the chest. Inside is a tiny palm. It would wave, but it has no arms. Another chest over there. Give me a break. Do I have a battle scouter? Yes. Her mind was wandering, as it had ever since you arrived, like a thick sheet of ice, masking a rushing current. Her stone-faced exterior had been fighting to quell the warmth fluttering within. Keep moving through all this. Ooh, I saw you, I saw you. Fuck it up. You'll notice that Yen is not getting her quartz leveled up. Ooh, a lot of Sepith. If monsters like to eat Sepith, and I was full of Sepith, does that make me a... Oh no. It's a mimic! Run away! Ooh, there's something over here. There! One of them is trapped. It's Aeolia. Yeah, but... what is this ivy around her? It isn't Pleroma grass, if that's any consolation. They look nothing alike. We should discuss that later. She needs help. She's okay. Finally coming around, huh? Thank the goddess. Where am I? Is that you, Tio, my angel? Am I in heaven? Not in the slightest. If your sense of humor is still intact, then I take it everything else is too. More or less, though I still feel so weak I can hardly even stand. Was Michael the one who asked you to come find me? Yes, actually. You see? So that's what happened. Lynn and I were following the lead on these cryptids and these blue plants when we arrived in the wetlands. But in the middle of our investigation, we ran into the fight of our lives. Fight of your lives? Do you mean a cryptid? No, a human, I think. I can only assume it was someone from Ouroboros. Could have been one of the two we heard about from the doll studio. She was accompanied by 3 girls, each dressed like a knight from the Middle Ages and just as skilled. It's the Stahlritter. It took all of our strength just to defend ourselves. A trio of female knights. Who could they be? I ended up separated from Lynn in the heat of battle. Then I was restrained by a boy who called himself the Fool. That was when I ended up trapped in that ivy. I wasn't able to move. He had you strung and tied. Damn, this guy's more like a freak than I thought. Keep your mind out of the gutter, Randolph. Thank you. We're going to venture further in and see if we can locate Lynn. Stay here. We have someone on standby who can retrieve you. Thank you. I mean it. Take care of Lynn. She tends to bite off more than she can chew. The Stahlritter are here. That's... There's another path over there to get up there. Oh yeah, well I wanted you to take it, so there. There's no path over here. So that means whatever's over there, I have to come from a different angle. But it looks like there should be a path here. Nothing else, I might be able to get cannon up to level 3 here. Yeah, there's definitely treasure over there. Space. Or time, excuse me. Oh, give me a break. A quartz fragment. Inside the treasure chest was absolutely nothing. Nothing after nothing came bursting out. Yeah, that's the one I already got. Okay. Let's go further down. This is a dead-end path. There's definitely... Ooh. There's some levels. Evade level 3. That's going on Wazzy first chance again. I used to be a normal chest, and then some blue-haired lab coat wearing jerk stored red pills inside me. Can't imagine who that was. Is there anything down here? Ooh, yes. Yeah, ooh. Ether Buster 2. Yeah, sure. A rush emblem. But she could not. No more of this. To hell with being a wife. Screw it. She couldn't take another minute. The moment she knew their business trip was taking time to boast, she'd make plans to run. I remember getting a Mishet keychain. Is it an event item? A Mishet doll. I keep forgetting I have that, honestly. I'm gonna put that in Tio's room first chance whenever I get a chance. Further down. Oop, another chest. Celestial Bomb EX. The chest you have opened is not in service. Please leave another message after the clack. And there's Lynn. Lynn, are you alright? Her life doesn't appear to be in any immediate danger. She has most likely collapsed from exhaustion. Move aside. I will attempt to resuscitate her. You can do that? Did I pass out? How long have I been out? Lynn, do you remember what happened to you? Yeah. Though in a way, I wish I didn't. Where's Aeolia? Is she safe? Don't worry, we've already found her. I see. Sorry for the trouble, guys, and thank you. I guess I still have a long way to go as a martial artist. I never experienced anything like that. I felt like an ant trying to chop down an oak tree. Are you referencing those girls in armor? No, not all of them. The 3 subordinates were strong, sure, but the 4th, their leader... There's no comparison. She's in a completely separate class of her own. I don't even think Arios could match up to her. You're shitting me. How's that even possible? Well, she's the Steel Maiden, but we'll get there when we get there. Because she had been the one that Anguis George told us about. The formidable warrior known as the Steel Maiden. Yeah, that sounds like her, alright. There was also a boy calling himself the Fool. And an older man wearing a lab coat. Even with that Jiang Shao, I don't see you standing a chance. I do, but... I am Yin, an assassin without peer. There is no opponent alive whom I cannot conquer. If you are daunted by what lies ahead of you, I would prefer to end our cooperation here and now. Hold on just a damn minute. Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself? You can't possibly do this alone. For now, let's call Wazzy and have him come pick up Lynn. Are you sure you're alright? It sounds like this could go south quickly. It's alright. We're only planning to scope ahead and figure out what they're doing. What he said. We'll try our damnedest to stay out of the Steel Maiden lady's path. That's probably for the best. You'll recognize her right away. The bulky armor and the flowing cape are hard to miss. You said Arios and the others are on their way, right? Don't do anything rash before they get here. Understood. Down the path. This way, there's going to be a okay. Yen does not have a lot of voice breaker, interesting. And the more she thought about it, the more that warm fluttering seemed to spread from her chest, to her arms, to her legs, to her cheeks. She was ready to burst. She couldn't wait to see her. A chance to lower enemy attack strength, or art strength, that would be. You're the one that has the gold range. Maybe I should focus on putting these as fire. And put gold down here. Yeah, golden halo. Interesting. That was definitely the better choice, honestly. I did like having... Ooh, another one of those. I did like having information. That also helps with water. Is that going to get rid of Fortuna, out of curiosity? It does not. Okay. Aethial. Ooh. Yeah, that was the right choice. A lot of Sepith. A priest dress. Yep. This one's going in my Hinge compilation. That probably would have been better off on TO, but that's not where I put it. Defense level 3. Lloyd's Brave Smash is just a bump system of on fire. Changed my mind. Don't. Defense level 3. That's going on Noelle. Nice. Very nice. And just to mix things up a bit, I'm going to bring Noelle into the fray. Material Bomb. Yeah, Trails to Azure is so good. Where's Trails to Bezier? Boo. Boo, your jokes aren't funny. Boo.
私の番か。はっ、よかろう。
私の番です。えい、やっ、皆さんお疲れ様でした。
Cannon is really close to getting that level 3.
よし、やったぞ。
Rising Sun level 2. Sure. Celestial Bomb EX. The last thing to do was to place the book she'd been rereading, an inspiring work that reminded her of an old friend she'd not seen for a year, in her bag, and that she was ready to leave her life for good.
敵出現。やっちゃいましょう。
私の
行きます。やー、はい、そこです。これもみんなの勝利ですね。
There it is. 6 and 3. Ooh. And she is a dedicated healer. I want to look at her orbment now. Death Spiral. That's interesting. Tear all. God, look at that. And we're at the boss. I've been going for over 45 minutes. I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails to Azure as we face off against the Stall Ritter. But until then, I am the Dark Seraph, signing off.